You feel like the perfect
Am I
husband.
the perfect? We'll get Christine on the phone.
I never saw the movie in that way.
How to break into a car with a tennis ball.
I'm too practical. I'm like, I got it.
I'm just
Are you
imagining the roof of the house that I built caving in, and I'm going, I should have put those screws in there. Or am I going to turn this into a biology lesson? Well, what happens is...
Guys, it's lovely to see you.
How are you?
Very well, thank you. Congratulations on such a beautiful film.
Thank you.
Like, really moving, like, stunning, like, all of the good things which
Thank
you
you
want
very
from
much. That's very
from a film. I actually watched it with a male friend of mine, and he got so emotional.
Oh, great.
And I've never seen him like that before, so it was really nice to see like how it touches like
yes.
different people.
Yeah.
Joel, correct me if I'm wrong. Had you originally wanted to direct it yourself?
Well, I wanted to get the rights to the book
Okay.
when I first read the novella, which was back in like 2017, 18.
Yeah.
And they were taken. And I'm happy they were taken, because then a few years later, Clint reached out to me and I was like, oh, does he know that I'm obsessed with this book? But his adaptation was extraordinary for a novella, if anyone's read it. It's not the easiest thing to imagine turning into a film.
Did you realise how moving it was going to be, like just from having read the script?
Yeah, I did. I read it and I cried twice reading it. I was on a plane
Yeah.
and I was exhausted.
Place of
altitude,
heightened
everything.
emotion.
Exactly. But it was it wasn't necessarily the sad moments that I cried at. It was actually kind of beautiful moments that really moved me.
Was there anything like you personally like connected with about it?
I think you have to connect with something personally on quite a few levels, you know, not just the character and the story, but also where is it going to be shot? You know, what am I going to be doing for those next few months? And with this, it was both the script and the story and how tender it was, but also kind of cut through with this emotional violence in some ways. So on that level, it was really appealing. But then the idea of going out and shooting in the Pacific Northwest and being in that environment, you know, I live in London in a very urban environment, so I was quite excited about the thought of just being in a cabin in the middle of nowhere.
I heard you say, Joel, that you, from when you read the novella to actually making the film, you became a dad. So did that change how you connected with it when it came to making the film?
Yeah, big time. I mean, I became a double dad.
Congratulations.
For the price of one.
I had twins. My partner had twins, and I was I'm the dad.
You were there.
Congratulations.
And I'm suddenly, I'm going to turn this into a biology lesson. Well, what happens is, you know, and I'd really connected with the character in the novella, you know, years earlier, and obviously, you know, I think this film for me has a lot of personal experience for me to identify with. You know, I'm a husband and I'm a father, and you know, and when you're a parent, I'm assuming everyone would agree with me. Your greatest fear stops being mundane, selfish things and becomes about the safety of the people that you cherish. And in the lead up to having kids, the fears were so rich that those thoughts almost marked me that what if they didn't make it into the world? And so when Clint asked me to do this, I was like, all right, this is going to be stuff I'm not happy to think about, but will be relatively accessible to me, that I don't have to try and imagine too much, because all these thoughts and feelings live inside of me. So I felt, in a way, and it's a weird thing to talk about with a character, but more appropriate, and that this was very exposing for me.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to do that.
I mean, it came out on screen because like that performance was incredible.
Oh,
so,
thank you.
Yeah, really, really was. This film obviously is set at a time, the turn of like the 20th century, and there's so much change. Do you think we're going to look back on this time and be like, and find the beauty in it? Because right now it feels really hard to find the beauty in the now. But like, do you think we will look back on this time and be like, oh, we can make something similar about now?
If there's a beautiful filmmaker, right?
Yeah, I think that's what so much of this film is about us going, even though it's set in the past, is going, we have to recognize the now and the moment, and what is it that makes it beautiful. As you say, I think we're in times of seismic change that we're all kind of reckoning with.
Yeah.
And somehow the film is dealing with that. It's going, well, what is important in life? What are the things that are really meaningful for us?
Was it a rough shoot? I think for both filming and for doing, like, I don't know how much of the manual labor they physically got you to do, but it seemed rough. I was like, oh my God, this guy
I mean, he's trudging through the snow. He's
Right?
trudging through the snow and laying in the mud and all of that.
Yeah. Well, luckily for me, I mean, unlike the actual kind of real Roberts of the world back then, someone yells cut, and that means you can stop cutting. You just put the axe down, stop. Somebody carry this. But look, I feel strangely more comfortable laying down in mud with rain pouring down on me than I would wearing a neat suit, pretending I was some corporate guy. Yeah, take me out and shoot in those environments any day.
And obviously, we see Joel's character. He's such a practical person. He's building that house. He is cutting those logs. He's doing everything which I could ever hope to find in a guy, honestly. How practical are you when it comes to doing things like that? Because I aspire to be able to fix, like, honestly, I've got to a point where I'm like watching YouTube videos so I can like even just hang something on my wall or something like that. Are you good practical people yourselves, or are you better just like sitting back and letting someone else do that?
I'm too practical. I'm like, I got it. You know, like I carry my own luggage. I can't stand people fussing over me. Yeah.
I'm just imagining the roof of the house that I built caving in, and I'm going, I should have put those screws in there. I just built a volcano for my kids yesterday and erupted it this morning, and I forgot to put a key part of it in, which is the tube where the thing goes in so that it can erupt. So I got my drill set out, and I had to slowly drill small, bigger until I built the hole back in. I was like, and then I found the piece under the couch that should have gone in there. So I love using my hands. I love building things.
But you're not.
Success rate.
My dad and my nickname when we build things is Mike Neely and Sons. My dad's name's Michael.
Right.
Because we nearly get it right. We nearly get it at a right angle. It nearly sits in there just so. But I love building. I'm just not great at it.
How about you, Clint?
I'm in the same place. Like, I'll do like, my wife doesn't let me do much anymore, but like doing plumbing projects around the house and stuff like that when something needs doing, and it always takes 10 times longer and it's half as good.
But it's fun though, isn't it?
It is nice.
The
It's
sense
nice
of accomplishment when you
yes.
actually don't call somebody in to fix something.
It is nice.
10 days later when you finally get it done.
I felt like that repressurizing my boiler. And like I come home and I had no hot water. I was like, right, get on YouTube, work out how to do this, and I felt like there's no sense of accomplishment.
That's
like
right.
it,
Yes.
right?
Well, the world in industry is built for other people to do things, for other people to fix things. And I mean, the great thing about the technology of YouTube is it's there for people. You can use it to have people show you
How to build a volcano.
how to break into a car with a tennis ball.
Can you do that? I love
Yeah,
it.
look it up.
Yeah.
Half a tennis ball.
Oh, okay.
Only if you're trying to get your own keys out of your own car.
That's something I need to look
You're
at.
not going to steal a car.
No, I promise not to steal any cars, but I will be looking that one up.
We were saying, like, various women who've watched the film saying just how Joel's character is the perfect man. He's like, he's a pin-up.
That's crazy. I never saw the movie in that way.
I know
you
a few people have said, wow, he's really...
I mean, I kind of felt like
But
that.
not really, because I feel like you were the one who built the home. Like, you
Yeah.
kind of provided the money, but you...
Well, she didn't make it the home.
I think,
Yes.
I think it's the two of them. You know, they're both they're both struggling with the circumstances they're in. You know, they have limited means. It's tough. They don't have a lot of money. They're trying to figure it out, and they're like, how do we survive as a family in these conditions?
And I was talking to Felicity and Kerry about the kind of guy that Robert is, and they were saying, you know, a lot of people had said it, and I kind of felt it as well, that he is almost like the perfect husband. Did you feel like, do you, having played him, feel like he is?
You feel like the perfect
Am I
husband.
the perfect? We get Christine on the phone. Sometimes. I was really trying to make sure that I wasn't doing my usual thing, which is if I've played a character that I think is good, I'm always looking for a reason why they're not just too equally morally perfect. But this story felt suitable, that there was no reason to find any reason to dislike or mistrust Robert's decency, his capabilities, reliability, because I think the world needs more people like him. And if anything, the deficit is you wish Robert had the ability to express himself a little more, or understand that he was able to take the reins of his own life. Because I think most of us feel like we're more like Robert than the typical hero of a movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I'm looking for my own Robert.
And we'll build the volcano right,
That's right,
the
the
first
first
time.
Absolutely, I will find him. I think it's one of those films that's really gonna just hit people in different ways.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
It's
Well,
a really beautiful
thank
film.
That's
you.
something you can't control, is how it affects each person. And
Yeah.
each person probably takes something quite different from it.
Yeah. Hey, that's a great thing to be able to do, right, in a movie. So congratulations.
Thank
Good luck
you
with it.
so
Lovely
much.
to see you.
Thank you
both.
very
Thanks.
much.
Wonderful, wonderful film.
Thank you.
Lovely
Thank
to
you
see
very much. Great to
Thank
meet
you.